All right, we're going to talk about how to place the instrument on top of the tripod and actually attach it to the tripod. So this type of tripod has a threaded attachment to it here that actually screws to the base of the instrument and actually screws the instrument onto the base of the tripod. That's why when we set the tripod up, we wanted this to be level as we possibly could get it, so that when we set the instrument on it, we don't have to level the instrument as much. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up the instrument on the tripod. There's also going to be some little insert videos, and I'm going to add some close-ups as well to try to give you a real experience like you're actually standing here with me. So we're going to see how this goes. So the instrument itself that we're using is a CST Burger unit. This is an automatic level. It's just a builder's level. This is not a total station. We don't use total stations in this class. Basically all this is just like a telescope. It's like you're looking through the scope of a rifle, kind of. But the instrument would come out of the case, and it has a threaded spot on the bottom. That would be placed on top of the tripod. So on the tripod, you've got, it's a triangular top. You want to line up these adjusting threads with one of those corners. So when you set that on, you will thread it on where it's tight, but not too tight. You want to give it one turn to kind of tighten it down. But these are brass fittings. They will strip. You'll ruin an instrument real easy if you tighten too hard. So once the instrument is actually on and everything is secured, then you would start to level the instrument, okay? This instrument has a bubble level on the side of the instrument so that you can level the instrument on the tripod. And you would do that with the adjusting knobs here, okay? I'm going to try to do that in a close-up video, so we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to try to show y'all how to level the instrument as best I can. I'm holding a webcam video, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so the instrument itself, once we have it on the tripod, this is what I meant by you want to line up these these adjusting threads to one of the corners here, so that you have two that are in line. And when you go to adjust this, you want to be in line with two of these, okay? If you look onto the instrument up here, there is a mirror image of, there is a bubble level right here, but it's easier to look at it, the mirrored piece on the instrument. So you can actually stand back from the instrument, and hopefully y'all can see that bubble. I'm going to try to adjust this while holding the camera too. So what you will do is you will turn these two knobs. They will go in. Both of them you will adjust in, okay? Or you will go out with both of them. So you'll go this way or this way with both of them. Try not to do them independently of one another. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier when you go to adjust an instrument or level an instrument, okay? So I'm going to adjust both of these. I'm going to go one direction, and you can see what the bubble is doing. You can see the bubble has gone all the way to the left-hand side. I'm going to try to get it in the middle as best I can, okay? Then that's when I'm going to go to this one. Now you're going to do this one all by itself. Okay, as soon as I start to turn this one, if you watch that bubble, I'm going to go the other way. As soon as I start to turn it and I see the bubble move, I'm I'm going to watch it, go a little bit more, get it a little more centered in that circle, and then I can go back to the other two and adjust them a little, go the opposite direction. And now the bubble is perfectly, centered in that black circle. Now what I would do is I would then rotate the instrument 90 degrees and I would check to see if the bubble was still in place. If it's not, I would adjust it slightly and then turn back to the original position and hopefully it stays centered there as well. Okay, that's how you adjust the instrument. Okay, when we're actually looking through the instrument, this is the eyepiece end. This is where you will place your eye, like you're looking through a telescope or a camera. Okay, this right here, this little adjustable piece, the eyepiece, that focuses the actual crosshairs inside of the instrument. So if you were to look into the instrument and you can see the crosshairs and they're real blurry, you would adjust this one way or the other until the crosshairs, fine-tuned and got real crisp looking. Okay. This adjustment on the side here is what you actually focus the actual instrument of what you're looking at. So if I were looking at a surveyor's rod across a field and what I see through the instrument is really blurry, I would then adjust this until it came to focus. Okay? So sometimes you have to go back and forth of adjusting the eyepiece and the actual instrument, the view of the instrument. Sometimes when you adjust this now comes out of focus. So you have to play with both of them every time. Okay? The instrument, it rotates freely. It's not tight, but it's also not going to move, with a breeze. You have to actually push the unit to rotate. You don't want to push so far you move the tripod. Okay? Once you have kind of lined this up with if you're looking at a rod across a field over there, once you have gotten this close to your line of sight, these little knobs on the side over here will slightly rotate the instrument. So it'll turn left slightly, and then you can also turn the instrument to the right. That is usually done while you're actually looking through the instrument, when you're actually focusing in on a surveyor's rod. So that is setting up the instrument on the tripod. This is a builder's level. We also call it an automatic level. Hopefully that helps